to go through, each admission from 2009 up until the present point, it's, I'm not going to be able to, kind of go through each admission and, the reasons behind each one and
Okay,
so many
okay.
thoughts and so
Okay.
many contradictions. And that's just starting from 2009,
Right.
you know.
So what you're saying is each admission had different reason. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
Is there any common themes? Anything that stands out as?
I think all you need to know is I'm not suicidal. I have no thought of surviving others. And I'm just getting along with my kind of day.
Okay.
I'm eating. I'm happily, I'm eating when I eat. So
Okay.
I've got nothing else to say really, to be honest. That's quite honest.
Is that the reason why you did not want to meet me or come to the appointment?
No, there's absolutely there's absolutely reason why I would. It's like what.
Okay.
It's like what do you think? Kind of at the moment. Like, I mean, what are you hearing?
What my thoughts are is I thought I'll have a discussion with you to think about why you stopped the medication and what are your thoughts on continuing medication.
I stopped medication because I thought it was a detriment to my health.
Okay.
I felt like I was worse physically, kind of on the medication. So that's the reason. I stopped taking it.
Okay. In the past, you've stopped taking medications, isn't it, Aaron? You've stopped taking any medications in the past.
I disagreed with why I was taking medication kind of at the time.
Okay.
So there's reasons why I stopped taking it. The reason why I kind of started taking it in 2019. So
You were on injection, wasn't it? You were on depot
I was on a
injection.
depot injection. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So, what
I mean,
you're
are you concerned for any reason? Are you actually concerned for any reason?
I'm not concerned at the moment.
Like I don't see John.
Will
So
you continue to see John even if you're
of
not
course I
taking
want to see.
medication?
Yeah, and I'm really not trying. I'm really trying not to be difficult, but
I'm also not trying to be difficult.
I'm really trying not to be difficult, but it's like
Go on.
to go through each kind of dimension since 2009. There's just so much to each dimension, so many different thoughts, and so many contradictions. It's like fitting the last 15 years into this meeting. It's absolutely impossible. There's no way I can, and that's just going from the last 15 years. Never mind my entire life. So
I've read your notes. I'm not going into details of all those admissions. What I'm trying to do, the worry. Do you understand why we would be worried about you becoming unwell?
If you tell me why you're worried about me becoming unwell and the reasons why I could become unwell and what I would say to give reason to being unwell,
Okay.
So what do you think?
So when I was looking through the notes, what I've noticed is that in the past, when you've become unwell, you've
And what are the reasons? Right. Okay. So in the past I've become unwell. What are reasons? Kind of becoming unwell. How do I present? What am I saying? So I don't take medication. And I'm becoming unwell.
You tell me, what do you think?
No, you have to tell me. You're the one who's just, you're the doctor. You're the one who's looked at me notes. You tell me what's led up to 2009, 2012, 2016, 18 and 19. I shouldn't have to tell you. You should tell me why I should be on medication.
So, when
And I'm really not trying to be clever.
No. So, from what I've understood is that there are thoughts,
What thoughts?
the things that you believe in about
And what do I
the
believe in?
world, about the reptiles, about
If
those
that's
things are
if
ongoing.
that's the case, you're section David Icke. Section.
What I'm saying is that when things are there, and that's something that has been there for a number of
The
years.
reptilians, the kind of reptilian force, didn't come in, until 2016. In fact, actually, 2018 reptilian force. So that was, after 2009.
So,
These things, it's like things I believe in are very much in the public domain. You know, I'm not, you know, it's not like I'm, you know, believing I'm some kind of messenger of God, isolated, you know, sat in here and, you know, and then, you know, John's, you know, come round, you know, I'm sat, you know, I'm a prophet of God, I'm here to change the world.
No, no.
You know, or like, like, you know, I phone Kath, you know, and can say to Kath, you know, I believe I'm here to change something, I really, do you understand? It's,
So I'm not talking about the beliefs that you have, and I'm not questioning those things.
right.
But what I've read the notes is when you become unwell. When they say when you become unwell is when these beliefs starts to affect your day to
These
day.
beliefs don't affect my day, to be quite honest.
When you start to become really worried, there has been
I
instances
never,
where
I
you
don't
have
worry.
harmed yourself.
I don't worry. I'm only to harm myself.
You have harmed yourself
When?
in the past. Exactly, I can't remember the date, but there has been incidents where you have harmed yourself in the past.
What? Can I isolate on my own? Can I look at it like suicidal?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's not true.
Is that not true?
That's not true at all. No,
Okay,
no.
okay.
Look at 2009. Look at when I attempted to slit my wrist. That was when you know the doctor had come. You know, and basically saying what's this about the Secretary of State, because the questions I was being asked basically by them. So I was talking about, you know, kind of getting to the bottom of certain questions. You know, so when the psychiatrist, you know, came, you know, I said, what's this about the Secretary of State? You know, I said to him, I'm taking my medication. I'm not suicidal. I have no thoughts of harming others. I just want these questions answering. And then he left. And then the police knocked at my door.
Okay.
I'm thinking I don't quite understand why the police at my door when I'm, you know, like, you know, so that's when I slit my wrist. And quite, they use that as part of, you know, why I got sectioned. How incredible is that? I'm not isolated here, on a night, slitting my wrist. I mean, someone's come round and found me bleeding.
So let's not talk about the past. Okay, let's
But
talk
you're
about
talking about the past, you're
current
talking about
situation.
past admission, you're
No.
talking about, you know, past, you know, you're talking about me self-harming myself.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the past.
These are the worries. So my concern is that you're currently not taking any medications. Is that right?
You've got to tell me why I'm taking medication though. What reason?
So you have a diagnosis. I know you've already
I'm not
disagreed
suicidal.
with it.
I have no thoughts of harming others. You know, I don't have any delusional beliefs. You know, I don't have to take medication, do I?
But you did take medications in the past. You did take medications in the past, isn't it? Why did you take the medications?
Well, I think because if not, I went, you know, they kind of either take it or put you on a depot injection. You know, so it's, you know, it's kind of...
So it was like coerced.
If you don't, which, again, I've just got to pause for thought because...
Customers most loved.
This dude evidently pissed a lot of people off, man. People were upset at him and they decided he has to go. So you guys playing this, did anybody at any point ever try to talk you guys out of moving forward?
No, because it wasn't discussed with very many people. It was a small little group of us. There was, we called it the Fist. There was 5 guys who were important in this. We called it the Fist. And it was us. I had a crew. I didn't talk to my crew about it.
Hello?
They didn't know.
Who's it?
Alright, it's Amina here. Do you just have to door for me, lover?
Who?
Amina, I'm a social worker. Do you just have to... Do you want to get a door for me?
I'm going to say one more time, please go away, please.
Alright,
what was going on. Just
Right,
one
good.
guy in the crew. I did talk to it, this guy, the old man Joe Peruta, because at one point we considered him to be the guy who was going to do the work. They would stop before they went to court every morning in a Greek diner. They would sit near the toilet. We were going to put a shotgun in the bathroom. Peruta could have went into the bathroom, opened the door, come out, and popped the two of them right away. And then we would have had shooters all over the place to back him up. But the same place that...
Tell the police to break me down and fuck off.
Any breakfast
I'm
before
telling
they
you,
went to
just
court.
tell the police,
Oh,
right?
shit,
Go on.
The cops did the same thing. There was just too many cops there. So that plan went down the drain. But that's why I talked with the old man Peruta, and he knew. But the other people in my crew, I didn't.
Hello, Aaron, it's the police.
Hello?
Hello, it's the police. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. What's up?
Sorry to bother you. Are you here on your own?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We've come with hello,
Hello.
the mental health team.
Yeah, you're the reptilians or the actuarians or the Pleiadians or timelines.
Hi, lover. My
Hiya.
name's Amina. I'm sorry to do this, but do you remember when some people came to do an
I've been
assessment?
expecting you for the last 15 years.
So you're going to come with us then, eh?
But obviously not. You have to. I mean, for what reason the doctors came yesterday?
Yeah, and they put you on a section 2.
Yes, but it is unusual. Given the current situation.
I know,
that I'm not mentally ill. Blah blah blah, and so on, so on, so on.
Have you been taking your medicine lately? I've just seen your brother on the street. He said your mum's worried about you.
Which,
Do you want to go and get some clothes ready?
Aaron, we've come. Obviously, we're not really part of any of this, but what we've been given.
You've got
is
no
some-
foundation
is
to
some
come in.
paperwork.
You've got no foundation whatsoever.
So
Do you
we're
understand?
here under a
No, no.
135 section, okay, under the Mental Health Act.
You've got
which
no
allows
foundation.
us-
You've got no foundation whatsoever. You know, it's.
They're here because they're concerned for your mental health. That's all it is.
There's
They
a nice
want you to
bed
go
waiting for
do-
you at Ashdale.
They want you to go do an assessment. That's all it is.
Have you not heard the last 15 years of this process? This situation from 2009 being sectioned, 40 questions asking about my sexual health. They're lying about covering up presentation that I've got HIV when I don't have HIV. I've had the test private at Bupa. You're presenting things at Lauren Mitchell, which make no sense for a person under the mental act to be at Lauren Mitchell and all that type of stuff. You've turned me to a heroin addict, a paedophile, a rapist, which these things are not true whatsoever. So you've got no foundation whatsoever, none whatsoever. The things that you've done is completely inhumane. Injustice is not the right word. I don't think you quite understand, and maybe you don't know, maybe you've never heard this, maybe you've heard it all before, I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
But you got no foundation. What you do is completely illegal. In fact, illegal is not even the word. I don't have the words to describe what you put me through. My girlfriend Catherine,
They're just worried about you.
No, they're not worried.
Take you to hospital
If there
to do
was-
an assessment.
If there was a word about me, they could have come yesterday, last week, last year when I've talked about reptilians, underground experiments. I could go into detail on things you either know about or you don't know about.
Do you want to get some stuff together then? Do you want to pack a bag to take with you? Have you got anything you want to bring with you then, Aaron?
I'm just trying to just to find one simple video, basically.
Well, you can bring your phone with you, can't you?
You've got no foundation whatsoever.
Hey Aaron, you alright mate? I'm Vince, I'm one of the ambulance drivers. We've got nice ambulance outside for you mate.
Jesus
Look after
Christ,
you.
honestly, have you not heard my name before? I'm sure you have.
What?
Oh,
yeah, pronounce your
2009,
name.
the Noise Pursuit. I am of reptilian origin.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You have. I'm not too sure if this is new information.
I don't know the bit that.
And the AMP. Why are they? You've been monitoring me for years and years and
Have I?
years. The tumour show aspect to it. I don't think you quite understand.
See, I'm from Darlington area.
And
I'm from the Darlington area,
I've been
so I
down.
don't know you, you know.
I've been Darlington as
Have
well.
you?
Yes, I have. I've been Darlington. reptilians, different forms of entities, the energy field, negative energy, all that type of stuff. I've been Darlington.
Have you?
I know about
So
Darlington.
is that so? So basically, right? What it is, right, is you're now going to be under a Section 2 mental health, right?
A Section 2,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know. Do you know what that
I was
is? You
Section
probably know,
2000. I was Section 2005. That was a genuine admission. In 2009, what questions asked me about my health because of covering up, blood, lying to me, taking blood, saying it for this reason, and all that type of stuff. So I was on a Section 3 in 2009. 2012, talking about 2009, posting videos on Facebook. That's why I got Section in 2009.
Right. All right. So you probably know a lot more than I know about the Mental Health Act and the sections and that, yeah? So where we are now, here today, right, is that you're under a Section 2 and you know that it's up to 28 days, so it doesn't mean that it is 28 days.
That's the year for 2016.
Is it? All right. Okay.
Just watch it for a few seconds. 2016.
All right. What, 9 years ago? A while ago, yeah?
That's me, 2016.
Yeah.
Physically unwell. I've been entering parallel worlds and multiverse dimensions. I've never seen all this. Look at that. That's his property in 2016. Toxins, blood cover-ups, hepatitis. I haven't got HIV, that's what I'm presented. Because without CBC, you have to be spreading me.
So where we are then is I've explained that you're under Section 2, right? So what you need to decide on, right, your decision, what shoes, your trainers are you going to put on? You've got your phone, you've got your charger, yeah? Because people always forget the charger, and you've got your backy, yeah? And don't forget your tips and your lighter. So do you want any more clothes to come with you?
Do you really think I'm going to freely come?
Right, so
I know what's going to happen. You're going to force me out. You're going to drag me by my ears, kicking and screaming. I don't like it. And no one's going to hear me screaming apart from you people.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to do that. That's why I'm talking to you, see. You don't know me. My name's Vince, right? And we're here to look after you, to take you to the hospital so you'll be looked after.
I really don't mean to sound arrogant, right?
Yeah.
Or things like that. I mean, intelligence means nothing to me.
Yeah.
It means unless you're doing something good with it, But I am far from stupid.
Yeah, I'm not saying that at all. I deal with a lot of different people, right?
Of course you do, right?
And I like to be very clear.
I'm sure you do, of course you do, of course you do. Just like 2009, just like 2012, just like 2015, just like 2018,
right.
Just like 2019, just about you was.
That wouldn't have been me though.
I have been framed in every single dimension. I've been a catch-22 in every single area. Do you understand what I've had to go through? In the last, unbelievable stuff.
I don't. So which training shoes? Where's your trainers? Have you got your shoes? There's your shoes here. I didn't see your shoes. There you stood on. Do you want to get yourself sorted? Do you want your backy sorted and what have you? We'll get your tips sorted. I'll put your lighter inside with your tips, all right, fella?
Are
you going to pack them?
I'll sort them, please.
Right, okay, you pack them then, yeah? Put them there for you, mate. Come on, you'll get your fags.
Come on then, Evan, you can bring your phone.
Come on, yeah, we'll get your phone there.
I don't want to watch my videos. I don't watch my videos for my purpose.
Come on, I've got your charger as well. There's your charger for you, Do you want to disconnect from there so you don't break it off on there when you're moving it, yeah? Good lad. What clothes have you got, kiddo? What are you taking with you?
Well, let me just get a few.
Think about it, yeah. What you need to take.
Well, I'm not gonna have a think about it. I'm just gonna get a few things together,
Okay,
and then. But I'll be honest. I'll decide what I'm gonna do. Whether I'm gonna cook out. I will get a few things together.
Yeah, that's okay.
Just.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
But I can't say that I'm gonna come. Type of freely.
Right, listen, I know you're not happy about going, right, but you can have that conversation with the doctors, can't you? Yeah?
Jesus Christ, I'm a borderline fucking genius. I'm beyond intelligent the situation. Don't sound like it. You understand? Everything you say, I've got so much time before.
Do you have? Right. But when I say it, I mean it, right? We'll look after you to take your gospel.
paedophile, a rapist, which these things are not true whatsoever. You know, so you've got no foundation whatsoever. You know, none whatsoever. The things that you've done is completely inhumane. You know, injustice is not the right word. You know, I don't think you quite understand, and maybe you don't know. Maybe you've never heard this. Maybe you've heard it all before. I'm not too sure.
I don't know the bit that.
And the AMP. Why are they? You've been monitoring me for years and years and years. A section 2, yeah.
Do you know what that
I was
is?
section
You probably know
2000. I was section 2005. That was a genuine admission. In 2009, what questions answered about my health because of covering up, you know, blood, lying to me, taking blood, saying for this reason, and all that type of stuff. So I was on a section 3 in 2009, 2012 talking about 2009, posting videos on Facebook. That's why I got section in 2009.
Right, all right. So you probably know a lot more than I know about the Mental Health Act and the sections and that, yeah? So where we are now, here today, right, is that you're under a section 2 and you know that it's up to 28 days, so it doesn't mean that it is 28 days.
That's the year for 2016.
Is it? All right, okay.
Just watch it for a few seconds. 2016.
All right, what, 9 years ago? A while ago, yeah?
That's me, 2016.
Yeah.
Physically unwell. I've been taking parallel roads and motivated dimensions. I've never seen all this. Darlington, hi, Darlington.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Right, doctor's just been free of a melt to see me. It's because of recent videos, right? Just know that I'm mentally ill. Just know that I'm not mentally ill, right? And I've come because of recent videos. And they can't dispute what they say, right? You cannot dispute their fucking words. Him next door, right? Everything in the situation, right? You cannot dispute another person's words. It's as simple as that. They bang to rights, right? And they know they are. I don't need to prove anything, right? I've got enough there, right, to fucking prove, right, exactly what they're doing. Exactly what they're doing, right? So I've just fucking basically gone fucking ballistic, right? I've gone mad because there's nothing fucking wrong with me apart from I'm physically fucking unwell. Right, that's it. You can't fucking dispute fucking what they say. It'll be. What it's about, I don't fully know. But I know it's not normal. It's not logical in their words. I've just heard of someone that my mum's rang the doctors and how Paul has told someone that he's sexing himself. Basically it means he's admitting himself into hospital. And my mum's one of the doctors. Now there's a lot I can't fit in here, and there's a lot you've heard from 2009, 2012 to my sectioning. I'm going to be too much to explaining this. I went out to see my mum today to try and give her and dad some peace of mind when I die, because I'm dying and the hospital know, and that's what 2009 were about, and that's what 2012 were about. So I went down to just to say it's okay, they weren't in control, it wasn't their fault type of thing. In talking, at the end of the conversation, Mum started crying, and I said, is there anything you can tell me that I should know, that I need to know, that can help me find some kind of resolve, some kind of peace and understanding? And she said that me and Paul share a common gene inherited from our biological dad, basically. And then after she'd calmed down, she kind of backtracked on that and made out she was talking about my dad had mental health issues, and me and Paul had that same gene, but she didn't. She was crying. She said it in that moment of frustration because my mum's in a position of she can't do anything, and there's something there that me and Paul have a certain gene that is important to the hospital. they're doing research and they're using mentally ill people for that research. I'm part of that research, and people share a certain gene that the hospital, or whatever they're doing, I don't know exactly what they're doing. That's what I tried to find out in 2009 to get questions answered about my health. So they're doing something, and I'm one of those people. And I've had to leave things alone for so many reasons. But again, there's so much I'd like to speak now about a car. But basically, I'm doing this now because my mum's apparently phoned the doctors. Paul told someone he's sexing himself. My mum knows my situation. My mum knows that she phoned the doctor in 2009 and again in 2012. She knows that I'm not mentally ill. She knows that the hospital are doing research with people. And right, I'm doing this to protect my brother. Right, you've got to understand that. You might not understand now, right, but you will. I'm not well. I'm physically not well. And I did get sectioned in 2009 for wanting questions answering about my health. My mum did phone in 2009, August. This is part of the report. And it says there, in August 2009, Aaron's mother rang with concerns that he was getting increasingly anxious and agitated and started keeping a knife under his pillow. Aaron confirmed that he stopped taking his medication. I won't read it all because there's no point reading it all. In undertaking a mental health act assessment on 14th of August 2009, Aaron would not open the door, saying he would only speak to his father. His father attended but was unable to encourage Aaron to open the door. After some time, Aaron agreed to see Dr. Millard and would allow Dr. Orange and social worker to stand within the hallway. Aaron said he knew his mother was having an affair and his father didn't know his current problems were due to his physical health. Aaron thought he was HIV positive, said he had written to the Secretary of State to complain. No one would treat his physical health problems. Aaron then ordered everyone out of the property, which was felt necessary in order to prevent the situation from escalating. The police were called. Aaron continued to refuse access. Now, I refused access because I was asked certain questions. I don't repeat myself with all things I already said, but I was asked certain questions regarding my sexual history which wasn't related to mental health. I lied about taking blood, so I wanted an independent investigation. And I said I wouldn't leave it alone, and I said that I'd write to the Secretary of State. And the night before, my mum's was exaggerating my illness, and I'd cottoned on to this. So I told my mum to stop exaggerating things, or I'll tell people what she's doing, and I'll tell my dad about an affair she had when I was a kid. I won't digress into that because there's a lot of things that you don't understand, and there's a lot of things I can't say because you just won't understand. I've got to talk where you'll understand. So I told my mum to stop exaggerating things with my care worker because I felt like she was in cahoots with my care worker, and just butt out type of thing. The next day, after the arguments with my mum on the phone on the 13th of August, that was the 13th of August, and early hours of 14th of August, the next day they were on my door. The doctors and my mum and dad, the two people I had things against, was on my door. Someone must have phoned for them to come to my house. They don't come for nothing, and they don't come up with parents out of the blue for nothing. And I find it very hard to believe that I want an independent investigation into my concerns by things they're asking me, nothing to do with mental health, by things they're asking me that didn't make sense. I find it very hard to believe that the two people I had things against, and after the night before, me and my mum having an argument, and me said I'll tell people that she's exaggerating my illness, and I'll tell people about an affair she had. I find it hard to believe they were both on my door. My mum doesn't seem to know why they were there, and she says it countless times, right, in countless recordings. Not my words, her own words. Countless times. I don't know why they were there. I don't know why they were there. It's none of my business. You're a grown adult. I can't make him tell me things. Those type of things, you understand? After the night before, we're arguing. After one independent investigation, they're on my door. My mum denies phoning. She said it wasn't her and she doesn't know why they was here. Yet it's right there. In August 2009, Aaron's mother rang with concerns he was getting increasingly anxious and agitated and started keeping a knife under his pillow. Undertaking on a mental health assessment 14th of the 8th. Now someone's lying. My mum denies she rang in, yet it's there. 14th of August. So someone's lying. Either my mum's lying or the doctors are. But someone has to be lying, don't they? If my mum said she never phones in, yet it's written and they're both on my door, then somebody is lying. And if it's the doctors, then why is my mum not backing me up when I've got this if she didn't phone in? And if they're writing this and she didn't phone in, yet she was here, do you understand what I'm saying? I don't need to expand on that, do I? She says she doesn't know why they were here, yet it says there that she rang in. So if they're lying and they wrote it, and then a parent doesn't know why the doctors are dragging the son off by the police, my mum and dad don't know why they were here. When my dad came in, and my dad came in and talked to me, and I told him about the affair she had, and he said he wanted to get me right, and they don't know why I was here, yet it's there. So if my mum didn't phone in, they're lying, and she doesn't know why they was here. I find that very hard to believe. I find it very hard to believe that parents, that the night before I'm threatening my mum, saying, if she tells me more lies to my care worker, then I'll tell people what she's doing. I find it hard to believe the next day they're on my door, the people I've got things against. My mum doesn't know why I was here. She didn't phone in, yet it's right there. Right there. Right, part 2. Right, so this is the tower house where my mum thought she'd put the phone down, but she hadn't. Our Paul says then, does he have to take his medication legally? She doesn't know why I got sectioned in 2009. She doesn't know why the doctors were here. And this is what I went down, right? She starts crying hysterically, tells me and Paul share handing ready for a gene, right? My dad stopped her before she carried on saying whatever. Right, I leave, right? Send Paul a message telling her what my mum had said, right? The next minute, right, my brother's on about sectioning himself, right? Pissed up, right? Drunk. And then my mum's on about phoning the doctors. Just after I go down, she tells me this, crying hysterically. I text my brother, telling her what she said. Next minute, he's pissed up. And then she's on about phoning the doctors. And this is the next day. This is the next day after that. If this section me and get an order out on me, what for? What am I saying? Because she doesn't know why I got sectioned in 2009, her own words. And I go down, she cries, said what she said. I tell Paul, he's on about sectioning himself, she's manipulating the situation, and then she's talking about that as if it's been discussed. She's talking about if they, I'll just play it again. I need help. Well, she doesn't say that, does she? In the recordings, she doesn't know why I got sectioned, and now she's telling my brother the day after she starts crying, telling me and my brother share an hereditary gene, and she's speaking like it's already been discussed, and she does say that she's going to phone Dave, and she doesn't know why I got sectioned in 2009. And I go down, text our Paul, and now she's on about me being sectioned again, but don't know why I got sectioned last time in her own words. It's none of her business. And then she's on about our Paul, him getting help. Right, she's saying, if you need to go, I'll sort out with Adrian, because she don't want work knowing. Right, she'll sort it out. Listen. Our Paul said, I'm not going to take Dale's hammer. My mum says, no, but that's where the mental health team is. Right, listen. Dale's. So she says that's where the mental health team is. Right, so there's reference, right? There's reference to Dale's there, right? There's reference to Dale's there. Right, and that's message from our Paul there. Mum is not taking me to the same place, Aaron. This is not the Dale's number. It's a place in town. It's just a place you go to talk to someone once a week. That's all it is. Why are you presuming it's the same place? No one has even mentioned the Dales, not one person. So again, you're just presuming things and getting a total wrong idea. I can't show you more, so not there. It's put there. It's not the Dales in capital letters. And then I sent recording there. I know she mentioned the Dales, Paul. I know she mentioned the Dales. I've got a recording of that conversation. I've got a recording in the Tower House, mate. I've got that very fucking recording. So I know she's mentioned the Dales. So you saying no one's ever mentioned the Dales, not one person. Well, you're lying there, mate. You're lying right there because my mum did say the Dales. Get an appointment. I fucking heard it. So I'm not just presuming. I'm not getting the wrong idea. Unless you can dispute my mum saying the Dales, right? Why didn't you dispute that now, mate? Dispute this thing, no one's ever mentioned the Dales, not one person. So again, you're just presuming things and getting the total wrong idea. Why don't you listen to the recording, Paul? And then tell me what I'm presuming. Tell me what I've misunderstood. Tell me what I'm getting wrong. And it's not Paul, right? It's not Paul again. Right? There's a lot of things you don't understand, right? But I'm doing this, right? I'm doing this to protect my brother, right? And you know, and again, there's so much I can't talk about because you just won't understand. But there, I'm not going to the Dales whether Mom has mentioned it or not, mate. Yet it says there, and I'm doing this now just to show that when it says to people that I'm getting things wrong. Right, I've got to do this, right, to protect them, understand that. I'm not doing this, right, without foundation. This has been going on since 2009. I've kept this off Facebook since 2012 because of the reality of it doesn't make a difference what I say. I'm up against the system, I'm up against my parents. So I'm doing this, not on a Madden, not because I'm schizophrenic, because I'm not. It's there, the evidence is there. I'm not saying anything delusional, it's right there. So I'm doing it just to protect my brother. That is the reality of it, right? That is the reality of it, but that's how he says it. You know, no one has even mentioned the Dales, not one person. He mentioned the Dales himself. I'm not going to the Dales, he mentioned it. And my mum said, no, but that's where the mental team is. And he's put, so again, you're just presuming things and getting the total wrong idea. You worded it yourself. You worded him say, I'm not going to the Dales. And my mum said, no, but that's where the mental team is. So I said, I've got to record. Hello, John. I'm just walking at Instagram because that letter I got.
Yeah.
I need to know what time you go out basically because I don't know where the letters come from. They come to see me on the 29th, so obviously I find out then.
Yeah.
So there's no point in me actually speculating type of thing. But you know, it's yeah. I just.
But if it's not only me that's complained, there's other people.
Well, that's what I'm saying, John. Right. So I'll obviously find out when I speak to where the person coming.
Yeah.
Because like I said, no point speculating things like that.
Yeah.
You know, but it would just use the context of singing and anyway. So my point is, if you write down the dates because I've lost what I had.
Yeah.
I've lost the dates and if I can't prove it was you. And it could be anyone for all I know. But I don't play it to the extent